Hello and welcome, Halo fans. I'm going to think that this is something we might restart here in just a second because I think this might be off video-wise just a little bit. I'm FBI Tugboat. I'm here with my man Amusey, and we are here in live for the Corporate Esports Association's Halo competitions. We are looking at two...
One life like this.
Hello and welcome back, Halo fans. We are here and we are live. The CEA, the Corporate Esports Association. The final starts here in just a little while. And FBI Tugboat, I'm here with my man Musey. Muse, how are you doing today?
I'm doing long and so excited to watch some Halo action today. The CEA tournament. These two companies going to be battling for their shot to have a large donation to their charities of choice.
Absolutely, absolutely. In case you're just joining us, in case you didn't get to watch Call of Duty or some of the other absolutely amazing esports going down today on the CEA Twitch, what we're looking at here is teams coming in from various corporations, businesses. You'll probably recognize some of these names, and these are all employees playing for these companies, kind of coming on in here and playing for money, but not to go to them, playing for a lot of cash to go on in here for some of these organizations that are actively making the world a better place. First and foremost, I want to give huge shout outs to our producer here, that's Reef today, making our jobs as casters just so much easier. We do appreciate it. Looking at Red Bull as well, sponsor here for the CEA, making these organizations and this competition possible, and we very much do appreciate it. Amuse, we are down to our number one seed.
We are Microsoft Red, the number one seed in this tournament. Obviously working in that Microsoft organization, four actually to be exact. 4 tournaments for Microsoft. Microsoft Red makes it from that one seed. And then they got 2001 Chevy Tahoe, that GMC organization, and these two teams, like I said, are battling out to send somebody to charity of their choice, and it's a lump sum of money talking. Yeah, $1,400 to the second team, and then $544 to that third team to go to that organization of their choice. And those organizations for both of these teams, GM, you got Child's Play, rules worldwide. So GM playing for a great charity there, but on the other side, another great charity as well with USO for Microsoft, and that's the one that helps out our service members overseas, sets up cool events for them, and donates a lot of stuff to our armed forces and our military.
Absolutely, absolutely. So working with the armed forces out here, working with the Children's Hospital, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find better causes in this world, better ways to actively make this world a better place here at Muse. Let's talk a little bit about how these two teams got here. And first, that's going to be Microsoft Blue Screen of Death and Offensive Bias playing off stream for that third place. Again, that's $544 going to the charity of choice here for Offensive Bias or Microsoft Blue Screen. Microsoft Blue Screen, one of the other Microsoft teams. So one thing that we you and I kind of noticed here at Muse, right? Microsoft Red, the number one seed, has come in, and they have 3-0'd all of their opponents in the playoffs thus far. If you look at their seeding, though, their seeding might make a little bit more sense here, right?
Right.
The 16th seed Chevy Tahoe is another Chevy team coming on in here, getting dusted out 3-0 first round of the bracket. Taken to the quarterfinals here, Boats and Tahoes, another GM squad. Boats and Tahoes, right? I gotta love that Lonely Island skits. They just won't die. You know, that middle 2000s humor there, obviously close to my heart, being archaically old as I am, Muse.
And I was like 3 years old, so I'm gonna let you take that one.
There you go. Yes, Boats and Tahoes, fun stuff. But another GM team, right? Another GMT getting dusted in the quarterfinals. They're the number 9 seed, and then Offensive Bias coming on in here for the semifinals against Microsoft Red. Different team, different organization, same situation. 3-0 offensive for Offensive Bio against Offensive Bio there. Excuse me. Now looking at 2001 Chevy Tahoe, a little bit of a different story, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you have that one seed, you're always going to have an advantage like this. Microsoft Red came in with that one seed, so they play those lower seeds. Chevy Tahoe, on the other hand, did not. They start off 3-0ing the 11 seed Power Button Squad, and then they moved on to play the Shady Amazon Kids. Obviously, from that Amazon organization, 3-0'd them as well. And then They play the number 2 seed, which is another Microsoft team, Microsoft Blue Screen of Death. And that one went all 5 games, Tugboat, but 2001 Chevy Tahoe was able to take it away. And now, they played Microsoft Red. Got to go through a lot of Microsoft if you want to win this money for your organization.
Absolutely. The window's not going to be so open on this one. Now, what these two teams have in common is that they have both dusted other teams from the organization, right? That was Chevy Warthogs first round for Microsoft Red, Boats and Tahoe's quarterfinals here for Microsoft Red. But 2001 Chevy Tahoe, close as it may have been, sorry, Microsoft Blue Screen of Death, the best thing you're going to get here is just a chance, not a guarantee, but a chance. Play against offensive bias for that third place prize. Again, $544 going on a third. That's about $1,600 for second, about $3,200 here for first. Again, going on to the charities, USO for Microsoft Red and Child's Play for the 2001 Chevy Tahoe. But what I'm saying here, right, it might be a little bit bad blood because again, both of these teams have dusted out other teams from the same organizations, right, that are represented by Microsoft and Green GM respectively.
Yeah, and, we're going to have to see how it plays out this entire series. The maps for this one are interesting, though, Tug. You got CTF on Aquarius for Game 1, Strongholds on Recharge for Game 2, Slayer on Live Fire, and then you got Oddball on Streets for Game 4, and Game 5, if we get there, is going to be Slayer on Bazaar. So, it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams, how these two organizations come out in battle for their respective sides. You would assume that the people at Microsoft, maybe this is a stereotype, but you would assume that the people at a little bit more game than the people at GMC. I could be wrong, but that would just make sense in my head.
That would be right, like the car manufacturers versus Microsoft, right?
Right.
They have recently acquired a small little indie organization named 343i, right? And so they're actually controlling this now. We are guaranteed to have an even match here. We're not going to see any kind of crazy packet loss happening at the crucial moments against this GM squad, or so say Microsoft. So swears the Microsoft squad. But yeah, so a lot of money going on in here. And the best news we've gotten so far is that we're not going to see Bazaar unless we go the absolute distance. Thank God.
Absolutely.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Absolutely garbage tier map. But what we're looking at here is Haunter, Idea, Fibro Optic, and I just had it. Jerry making up the Microsoft Red squad. Of course, Idea coming into play for both the Call of Duty team as well as the Halo team here. Again, kind of a double threat here, but a common similarity. Yeah, there you go. Hey, maybe so. See how they were doing cool stuff in the Call of Duty earlier, but honestly, that was mostly their teammate Straight Monkey that was just absolutely slaying out on the Call of Duty. So.
Straight Monkey. I would not want to go against a gunny in that versus that guy. But the other team for GMC got Saki Bob, the modded angel. Hopefully he's not using any of these mods in this tournament. Not allowed. I think we told him that already. Notorious Rain 51. Maybe that's how old he is. And then Solitary Vibe. You're almost 51, right, Tuck? So you can vibe with this guy on his level. But Still getting this one going. The map is loading up. CTF on Aquarius, an absolute classic for Halo Infinite. This is one of my favorite maps to play in this entire game. Excuse me. Wow. Any map with a heat wave on it, count me in. I love that gun so much.
I love the reverberations, bouncing the shots off the walls, whatever you want to call it. I absolutely love it. That little slick geometry coming on into here. Now, two things, dear viewer, especially if you're a frequenter of Halo Sports. First, GAs are going to be adhered to. We're getting that in chat. So first time you see anybody pick up a Mangler, I'm sure you guys will fill up chat. This time I'm respecting you too, right? Second thing, not going to see Catalyst, the new map, in here whatsoever. Now, they are playing on the new patch, of course, as of a few weeks ago. Going to be having the mildly more effective melees and whatnot, so a lot more trades coming on in here. But even though it's symmetrical, and we'd love to see some Catalyst CTF, not going to see it here today. It's going to be on Aquarius, thankfully, one of the only two symmetrical maps within Halo Infinite that you can play CTF on. So, all HCS rules otherwise.
And like I said, these players playing for those big stakes, getting this map loaded up. Aquarius is CTF. And usually we have we have a little bit of information, but not much to work off of, Tug. I'm still gonna make you guess anyway. Who's winning this series?
I'm looking at I'm not sure who's going to win. I was kind of thinking about this, trying to lay lines, trying to lay the predictions or whatever. What I can almost guarantee is that similar to Call of Duty earlier, this is not going to be a 3-0 sweep. Really what we were looking at is a 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad that has simply done a lot more on the day. Every time, they have not only beaten a higher seed, but they have done it to come up from the 6th seed, right? Like, on paper, you'd expect you to see a number 1, number 2 on here. Number 6th seed, they've already beat 3rd, they beat 9th, and they beat 11th, I believe. So they have simply had a rougher ask of it. This is a Microsoft Red squad that has come through. Yes, they have 3-0'd everybody, but yes, they have also played much lower seeds than your 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad. I'm not sure on the predictions. I'm just predicting it's going to be a 3-1 or 3-2, not a 3-0.
You know what? I'm gonna actually give a prediction because I love the Chevy Tahoe so much and what a unit of a vehicle that is. That is my only reasoning, not skill-wise or anything else. I think the Tahoe is gonna win this game just because it can run through anything in real life. It can also run through some Halo matches. But let's get into it, Tug. Camo's gonna go on the side of the red team, and it's a 3v4. We're gonna have to restart this one, but.
Love the game, love the game.
Yeah,
esports in 2022, baby. Esports in 2022. All good, all good. You guys just get to hear these golden voices for another 150 seconds or so before you get this one started back up and abandon this lobby. But hey, yeah, not our fault, right? Not our fault, just the way that the servers are going to go. But yeah, so I can dig it, right? 2001 Chevy Tahoe, known as a reliable vehicle for a reason. I think in order to be an American, I'm going to say it, in order to be an American, you have to have taken a ride in 2001 Chevy Tahoe at some point.
Wow.
Or within the same year and the same model and stuff, like that big boxy look, right?
Most people, I'm going to say most people, a lot of people weren't even born in 2001. Luckily, that's my birth year, so I have been in a 2001 Chevy Tahoe, but, you know, there's plenty of Americans that haven't been in one, and I think you're going to have to take that up with the U.S. government if you're going to have to try to get that into... I don't know what I'm saying, but listen, like I said,
the Constitution,
it'll be
Amendment 27.
Right,
the Amendment 27.
Right.
There you go.
But yeah, honestly, I was more of a GMC Jimmy guy myself, but the Tahoe was always a close second. Most people don't even know what a Jimmy is, but it's a powerhouse of a vehicle, kind of like a Chevy Trailblazer.
Yeah, kind of like that full-size SUV, but kind of similar to it with the elongated back and whatnot.
Right.
Another, like you said, another very, very reliable, and another GM product as well. Sensing a theme here. Oh man. Does that mean that there's GM products that are reliable, that are worthwhile, that are time-tested here, and then we're kind of watching a Microsoft product here, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to fully flame Microsoft.
We're having gentle ribbing and having fun. And also, some of the Microsoft team names were literally kind of playing on this as well. So this is not just coming from
Microsoft Blue Screen of Death. They did that to themselves, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they made it all the way down in the semifinals as well, and took it within the game, right? That was the 3-2. Yeah. Microsoft Blue Screen of Death. Not only the 2 seed, but also coming on in here and taking as close as we can. But I think with that, though, we have assaulted your eardrums for about nope, we got a full 8 in here. We're going to assault your eardrums for just a little while longer. Modern Angel now back in here. Favorite name of all these. Notorious Reigns. There's something about this kind of flows off the tongue.
Well, it's because he's the same age as you, 51. So you guys you guys have that in common.
That's what it is. That's true. You have that advanced age and wisdom in life. Right.
I like fiber optic, just because of the way he spelled it. I don't know if you can tell, but there's an O. Fiber optic. So I don't know if that's a play on, like, I don't know why you would ever spell it with an O, but I just like the uniqueness of adding the O in fiber optic. An idea. That's a mysterious name. Like, what?
It is very mysterious. Very
what kind of idea could he have? What is he thinking?
This could literally be anything.
What's in his mind? You know. So there's some great names in here. Jerry Cobb, 42. You know, I don't know what that means. But for me, I'm gonna go with an idea, just because it leaves you guessing.
I'm with that. Sake Bomb. Obviously the reference there. The drink. Solitary Vibe. Solitary Vibe kind of sounds like a randomly, like, Xbox selected name, like Sinless Tugboat, for example, from 20 years ago. It sounds like one of those You sign up for a gamer tag, sign up for an Xbox Live gamer tag, and that's just like one of the random ones they give you too. You know, just random adjective, random noun.
Mine was agitated koala 43. That was one of my first gamer tags ever, and I loved it.
Okay. I always liked the irony to sinless tugboat because I guess depending on your religion, tugboats, from what I understand, cannot sin. They don't have a consciousness, so they cannot go forth and commit evil acts, knowing that they're committing evil acts.
I mean, I feel like that's most inanimate objects, no? Or
I'm just explaining it to the end because we are waiting on players. And
gotcha. Yeah. Inanimate objects are usually not allowed to sin, just because. Yeah, I mean,
I don't believe there's a post life judgment either. Who knows? I mean,
but like,
knows?
what happens? What happens if you like stab somebody with a knife? Did the knife sin, or is it the person?
I think you're getting down to the root of the. Actually, yeah, we're not going to go.
We're getting philosophical. Yeah,
exactly. We're getting philosophical with this one, taking stances and whatnot. That's not what I'm about. I'm excited for some very, very interesting Halo. I'll go ahead and explain what you guys are going to see, I guess. It's a little CTF action. Can't score while the flag's gone. You'll be seeing plenty of awesome juggling and sliding down from this P side, generally where experienced Halo players are going to be running this flag through. They have nerf drop sliding, so what you're not going to see is one of these player with flag with a bodyguard going on over to P side and getting a slide that literally takes them half across this map. People were like complaining about drop sliding getting nerfed. I've been complaining about the drop slides that are capable on Bazaar and Aquarius, especially given that there are only 2 CTF maps since this game has come out. It is a little oppressive, and it's also got to the point where it wasn't like particularly hard to hit either. Like tossing it up, hitting the slide, and then grabbing it on the way. But whatever. I'll get off my soapbox.
You had to put a very big emphasis on not even letting get your flag pulled on this map, just because they pull your flag, they're halfway across the map in less than 1 second. Now without the drop sliding, obviously it's a little bit better, but even still on a map like Aquarius, if you get 2 or 3 down, it's almost an instant cap if you have any support there. But looks like we got all 4 in the lobby, all 4 in the game. Let's get it going to battles for the camo, as we usually see at the start of Aquarius. Modded Angel goes down to Haunter, and Haunter looks like he has the most FPS worthy name, so I'm expecting a big game.
Picks up a little active camo action on the backside as well. Paul is coming in, and that is going to this P side. Almost up to you, and this is a free return given that we're looking at a little active camo action on the other side. Teammates are there. Return does come through, so nothing doing from that flagpole.
Haunter gets one more. That camo still has it. There goes Modded Angel as well. So this is the time where you push up the map. Haunter is 3-0 with this camo. Has those dynamo grenades in tow. Sees one spawn in over towards blue corner as his teammate's gonna pick it up. There it is. As now the flag gets pulled for the red squad. Gonna be getting right back towards this heat wave side. And here goes the race.
Yeah, up through planters and onto this side. Interesting stuff. Yeah, this is just coming off the back of some offensive slaying potentials here. We're looking at Tortorius Rain, only 1 assist thus far. Everybody else negative, except for Modded Angel, who is dead even. Haunter, not died yet. 3 kills for them, couple assists to boot. And this is probably just going to go down to the same kind of thing. Not so much like this isn't Bazaar in that like you really have to get full 4 white basically to get a flag cap, but basically, and this is still CTF.
Right, and it's so hard once you get that flag out of your base. If you know, a lot of the times on this map we'll see the stalemates in courtyard, right, where the flag is just sitting there and you're just battling for it over and over. But if you get it past that courtyard area, it's almost a free cap if you get 3 or 4 down as well. But GMC trying to come back here, as now they are down 1-0. Some shots coming out of that. Oh, another camo on the board. I'm sorry, I got confused for a sec. Notorious Rain with this camo. As now the blue squad looking to make a push towards this flag, down 1-0 early on to Microsoft.
Looking at Fibro Optic or Fibor Optic over here on the left side. 6-4 right now. Now moving to Jerrycom briefly. Idea. Members of Microsoft Red all trying to get positioning on this. Fiber Optic takes it to the top, and now moving on from this planter's side over here, and Ops to actually just kind of hold on. So, okay, so they're extending on over towards this U side to try and start this one off. But yeah, in the meantime, simply not paying attention to your flag for that long, well, that'll happen every single time.
Flag gets pulled, and they are running it through courtyard towards planter. Some great shots out of fiber optic, though. As now you got 2 more coming in. The flag does get returned. That's absolutely huge. As Microsoft Red gets their flag back in their base. GMC with the flag pull, but don't get it past that courtyard area. And Microsoft Red able to get that one back safe at home. As now Idea has an idea what he wants to do, and it's going to start with this gunfight, and it's not going to go well. Solitary Vibe takes out him, and now there's a flag pull for Microsoft Red.
Haunter on the top, almost getting his 10th kill for 1 death here in Muse. Insane stuff. Insane stuff. Jerry Com, 8 and 6 for right now, 9-5 for Fiber Optic, and Idea actually the only one that isn't not just positive, but like widely positive. Taking a look on the other side, Notorious Rain knew I was about to call him out. Gets his first kill.
And for how the slaying is going for both of these teams, this could be a blowout. There's at least 10 more kills on the side of Microsoft Red than there is on the other side. Definitely more than 10. So the fact that GMC's even able to stick in this one, 2001 Chevy Tahoe is even in this game still, is good for, it's a good sign for them, as now both flags are out. We have a stalemate here, and this could be a good opportunity for 2001 Chevy Tahoe to get back in this. You know how fast they can swing, especially on this map. If you get that return, get the cap, and then you can instantly relay it. There's the return. Gets 1 more kill as well, Microsoft Red. But it doesn't matter, as 2001 Chevy Tahoe goes down 2-0 in this game.
Yeah, that's Haunter with another pull right here. Again, Haunter has only died twice. He has more assists than a couple different players, and Saki Bomb and Notorious Rain have kills between the two. Between the two of them.
I called Haunter out at the beginning of this game just because you look at his name, right? This is a kid that you see in ranked, and you're like, oh, I'm going to have a bad time playing against Haunter. And that's exactly what 2001 Chevy Tahoe are doing. Not having a great time, as Haunter is just beaming. And now Fiber Optic looking to join his teammates on this top left side of the map. Knows that there's a player around here. It's going to be bottom mid, Solitary Vibe. You got to get some kills in the middle of the map if you are 2001 Chevy Tahoe, and then work your way up to that flag area. A big gunfight here, but both players are going to back down.
Yeah, it makes sense to back off a little bit right there. As I say that, 2 members going down, 3 members going down for the side of Microsoft Red. A solid opportunity coming in here for the reliable, like rock, Chevy Tahoe.
Modded Angel, now we're on board with him. A good kill there onto just Jerry Cobb, as now looking for 1 more back here. Knows there's going to be plenty of players. Gets the assist. Solitary Vibe there to help him out. And a great bait and switch from the 2001 Chevy Tahoe. The punch comes in, but it's not enough somehow. As Fiber Optics able to take them down in a solid base defense coming out from Microsoft Red.
Yeah, regardless though, a 2-0 lead for Chevy Tahoe. Like, this is a great job defending off against this offense here from Microsoft Red, but the simple fact remains that Chevy Tahoe now not once but twice has to do the same thing against them and win out and get players back and do it with that flag. A tough ask and a rough ask here for the side of the 2001 Chevy Tahoe that right now are simply just getting slayed out. You simply can't allow a 15-4 performance on the other side unless, like, literally all 3 other members are just like triple negative, right?
Right, as Jerry Cobb's getting big kills in his base. As back to Jerry Cobb, another big kill for Jerry Cobb. The base defense is going great for him. And we were talking about Haunter. Let's not forget about Jerry Cobb and Fiber Optic. 16-5 for Jerry Cobb, 16-5 for Fiber Optic. An idea. I don't even know if he's playing bad. He just hasn't gotten a chance to get a kill. His teammates are doing it all for him.
Yeah, seriously. Idea also has carried that rock plenty and has the most assists, not only on his team, but in this game. Speaking of, though, a little backpack action, a little jam sport, right? Modded Angel, 21-11. Through 6 assists on top, a team player, indeed.
As now the flag is getting returned, but the nade gets him off for a sec. Doesn't matter, as 2001 Chevy Tahoe does get their flag back. As it's It's a stalemate with just under 4 minutes or over 4 minutes left in this game. Top mid control is going to be the battle. The camo should be spawning soon, because I think I just saw 5 seconds on it. Going to be a big battle for the camo, and it's a big turning point. If 2001 Chevy Tahoe can get this camo, it can help propel them towards that flag.
Yeah, that was
there it is.
That was
the camo.
Nice. Yep. Hunter getting that last shot right there, and did get the camo activated, correct? So that's gonna be a waste
Camo's
of
out.
Oh, okay. Well, not good looks there for Modern Angel. He's been slaying out so far, but then puts Chrome to the dome of the teammate.
Modern Angel and company have a lot of teammates in the base. Is able to get it out. A good start.
Did it get over? Oh no, it didn't.
It did not.
Oh man.
That's huge for Microsoft Red.
Well, you have to toss it like at the apex of your jump if you're taking it over this half wall, right? Obviously, apex of jump is always good unless you're going, of course, through those doorways. You go through the doorways or like that, right? Where you have to get over to the top lip. That's going to hit the ceiling every single time. And that'll never ring more true than on your Aquarius map, really. Wholehearted game-winning pushes have been ended trying to toss a flag through these doorways we're staring at right now or through Yellow U.
Right, and like we talked about earlier, if you could just get the flag down from the base like they just did right there, it makes it so much easier to bring it out. Modern Angel, the only player on this Tahoe team, it seems like, goes down, but the flag does get pulled on the other side.
Okay.
As now it is a stalemate. Notorious Raid 51 gonna go help his teammate towards the other side. And once again, you have a stalemate, but if you're Chevy Tahoe, you cannot have the stalemate for long because you are already down 2 flags to 0.
Yeah, they have to return this one, get that in quickly, and then try and capitalize on the respawns that be coming in on the back end. Still at the stalemate as of right now, and both teams paying good attention to these flags, not gonna let this naturally go off on the flag reset timer. Taking it out to blue side. Nice 4, call it 5 right there. Yeah, as the thrust comes in, really proves why, in my opinion, is the most effective movement ability in the game of Halo Infinite. The grapple is obviously the farthest distance. Repulsor is really the flashiest and some of the funnest, but that thrust, man.
Yeah, now the stalemate is still at large, and something that can break that stalemate is the camo. Modern Angel just got it. If you want anybody with the camo on the side of the GMC 2001 Chevy Tahoe, it's Modern Angel, but he gets shut down. Does not get that last shot he needed in, and now not in a good spot if you're Chevy Tahoe. Top mid control in favor of Microsoft Red. Still down 2 flags to 0. And here comes a push from the Microsoft team.
Half now, an idea can't quite get out of the source of danger on that one as members of the team still dumbing out. Jared Com, who we're watching right now, 20 and 14, about a 3-to-2 ratio on that one. Fibro Optic, just barely positive, but has 6 assists to boot. And Haunter's still continuing to absolutely dumb out. 22 and 12. Not quite the, 7 and 1 performance we saw earlier, but that's going to happen over a CTF game.
So if you add up all of the kills on the side of 2001 Chevy Tahoe, besides Modern Angel, it's 32. Modern Angel has 33.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
So Modern Angel this is the definition of carrying your team right now. He just needs a little bit of help. He is 33 and 17, and they're gonna lose this map with just 30 seconds remaining unless we can get an insane rally from the 2001 Tahoe.
Well, I mean, a wipe right here means a flag reset and score. As long as they leave a player back, then they'll start in the official overtime settings in that sudden death, but that requires them to slay out literally at least 3, if not 4, right now, and that is not enough time. I wish you had more time. And I'll find some free movie.
Once again, you are 45, so I don't know that reference. But that is going to be the victory in favor of Microsoft Red as they take this first one 2-0.
Yep, fantastic stuff and a solid hand first. Now, moving on into the strongholds on recharge. Not something that is reasonable to expect that you'd be able to come back at.
Right.
Modern Angel, the only one doing anything for the squad. Throw a halo on top of that head because they really were providing the saving grace for the rest of their squad. Everybody else not just negative, but sometimes double times so.
When one player on your team has as many kills as the other 3 players on your team, there is an issue. You're not going to win this series. You're not going to win another map if that's the case in any of these other maps. The Modern Angel needs some sort of help. Maybe he needs to turn a mod on or something. Don't do that. But it seems like he already has one with how many kills he's dropping compared to his teammates. He needs a little bit of help from anybody on this 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad if they're going to have any shot at winning this recharge or any other map, Tug.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 other players there on Cobra on this 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad that finished an entire full-time 2-0 here. No, wasn't a 5-0 that ended early, but ended with single-digit kills. Now, we can go back and talk about how, oh, well, maybe they were effective kills. Maybe this was just teammates cleaning up and whatnot. It really, honestly, does not matter at that point. Unless you're looking at, like, double-digit plus assists, which nobody on the side of 2001 Chevy Tahoe had. That simply does not matter so much. And Slayer, again, or slaying in general, so much more important coming into the role ranked strongholds. If this is a 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad that drops this, I will hedge the bet. I will say this will be a 3-0 because there's I mean, we talk about the Slayer in this one, right? If you allow half of what happened slaying wise in the CTF to happen in the Slayer, this is going to be a very, very short day.
And you got to give credit on the other side too, Tug. 3 of the 4 players. It was the exact opposite, right? For the 2001 Chevy Tahoe, there was 1 player playing the game. On the other side, 3 of the 4 had double-digit kills. And Idea didn't have to do anything. He was just running around the map getting assists because his teammates were absolutely frying. So it's the battle of who can carry better, the Modern Angel or 3 of the 4 players on the other team. And 99% of the time, it's going to be the team with 3 players.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll see how that goes. Now, the good news is that Strongholds not only is obviously a different game mode, but Recharge is a much, much different map.
Yes.
Like, about as different as you could really get here. Size-wise, I'd say they're about the same, but obviously Aquarius much more elongated, right, and symmetrical. This is all centered around your middle turbine area, and everybody is really just going to spend their time making rotations on this outside. If you're going down to pit, it better be for active camo.
I don't know for sure. Did we just get a substitution? Did Notorious Rain 51 just get subbed out for IL Rook LI?
Possibly
so. Is that what just happened?
Because subs are possible. Subs are perfectly legal here.
Allowed? Okay. All right.
And this is I mean, not trying to hammer it too hard home. And 2001 Chevy Tahoe aren't out of this quite yet. This is best of 5. They have at least 2 more opportunities here, but it was not good looks. Rook now coming on in here. We'll see how this one goes. That's obviously one of the things we always go to, right? Like, change up your game plan, right? Change your latitudes. That'll change your attitudes, Muse. Look, and coming in and bringing a sub, that's another ace in the pocket, right? That's another thing that you can do to try and shake things up here and get a different look at a game 2 after a pretty significantly one-sided affair in game number 1.
Hey, maybe this is their 6th man. Maybe this is Jamal Crawford of Halo. Maybe he goes absolutely off, and this is the moment that he's been waiting for. Maybe this is the spark that the 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad needed. IL Rook LI going to be coming in for this team. And if he can give Modern Angel just a little bit more help than he had last game, it can be very beneficial for this team. But Microsoft Red had 3 players on absolute fire last game, so they're going to be tough to stop.
Absolute tears. Absolute tears. This 2001 Chevy Tahoe is still a-rolling. We'll see. That one gets dusted off a little bit earlier. That's the classic start, the remote detonation, right? Trying to go over, pick up a couple of these plasma grenades. They mean so much more in this Strongholds game mode, simply because they can hold positions in and of themselves and play corners. We'll see a lot more of that. And of course, in Halo Infinite, you can shoot the grenades within their spawn, right? To set them off. That is what our remote detonation means for anybody coming on in. You may not watch a whole lot of Halo.
As now, it is a 2-1 capture advantage for Tahoe right now, but C is being taken as well as B. As Saki Bob trying to get this one going. Oh, is able to get the assist. Modern Angel coming in and saving the day. As now, 2001 Chevy Tahoe are in good position as of right now, very early on in the map, but this is exactly what you want if you can trap them in that A area.
Thus far, at least, the slaying was finished for the side of the 2001 Chevy Tahoes. They've been coordinating much better, and of the 5 kills, 4 of them are assisted. What that tells me is that this is a squad that is firing on all cylinders, the 2001 Chevy Tahoe, if you will forgive it.
Oh,
back on over to B. That's double kill right here. Looking for the triple, not gonna happen. 2 was all you get, 3 is not. That was a cleared progress, though, so 2001 Chevy Tahoe, once again, still taking progress, like they have these cruise control on. I lost it. Oh well.
As now, you got the 2-1 advantage for Microsoft Red. As now, that's how fast these things can change, Tug. You're looking so good, and then all of a sudden you get one flip, and now Microsoft Red is in full control of the map. Solitary Vibe goes down with a trade by Haunter. Jerry Cobb gets one more, and it's all on Modern Angel. But an idea right now is trying to hold down that A site, but Jerry Cobb's going to have a lot of action towards C. Knows that they're coming from there. Solitary Vibe in the one-on-one gunfight. He's going to have Modern Angel behind him. This is one of the biggest pyre positions on the map. There's always going to be battles going down in that area, and there's 3 players from 2001 Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah, they're going to be pushing hard, and they're going to be pushing hard into A. They're all there. That's going to be about a take. No, it's not. Nice usage of the repulsor right here. This was active camo. He was pretty much full, but not going to happen this time. Fibro Optic getting it done over there onto A. Now looking, turning attentions onto B. Saw it right there, last little bit. Opts not to use the frag and instead gives up the life. Can't say that was a smart play.
As now, still the 2-1 advantage for the Microsoft squad right now. A good kill coming in there from Jerry Cobb to control this back pipes area. He has that grapple in here. Haunter gonna be on this with him as well, so B should go their way. As now A, B hold coming in for Microsoft. One of those players is on A, as it's gonna be an idea that wins that gunfight. Can he get one more? No, he can, as Modern Angel with a huge 2-piece to get A side back in control.
Huge 2-piece indeed. I feel like, oh no, they didn't take A. They left it.
Oh no, Modern Angel, go back. They didn't get A. Somebody gonna go back for it, but they are on C at the same time, so it looks like it's all gonna work out. Rook, the newbie, the substitute, the Jamal Crawford of Halo, comes in at 4-2 right now, holding his weight. But Solitary Vibe is doing well himself. Last game had a tough one, but he's above Modern Angel in kills, which is something I'd never say. I think I would say after seeing that game 1.
I mean, look at this one. Haunter, unfortunately, coming in 4 and 6 with the 1 assists. KAD all the way across to the top. ID, unfortunately, having the same woes, but Fibro Optic dumbing out as Jerry comes in. 8 and 6 on this. Does fall at the end, but not for lack of trying, and that is what is important. Taking on 2, the active camo, as Modern Angel gets absolutely dusted, and we get Fibro Optics perspective just in time to watch him get an absolutely sexy, perfect kill.
And Jerry Cobb just got that camo. See if he tries to go for this 8 hit, or if he just tries to control that top control area. As he's looking for some kills up here. His teammates are holding down pipes very well. 2 kills come out. And now, you might just be in the blender if you're 2001 Chevy Tahoe. The double perfect. Jerry Cobb with the camo. There comes the cap, though, from Solitary Vibe. Can he kill this camo player? As the camo does run out, the one-on-one on C is going to be huge. But Fiber Optic also has to hold back pipes here, as there goes that kill on C. But B, while all this is happening, goes in favor of the Tahoes.
Yeah, and they know that at least one is from this top A area because they couldn't have gotten that one on end. Nice repulsor on the end. Doesn't matter. Jerrycom getting posterized out here on top A cat.
Pipes control is the battle as of right now. On board with Modern Angel here. Now Solitary Vibe. Can he get this kill? Would be big. Missing so many shots, but Jerrycom did too, so it's okay. as he picks up that first kill. C is now being taken by Modded Angel. Ooh, some great shots coming out of him there to pick up that kill. Camo spotting in 15 seconds. A 2-1 zone advantage for 2001 Chevy Tahoe. And if they can get this camo, they can start to run away with this lead.
Yes, they can. Lead change coming on in here. That's the third lead change of our stronghold so far. I'll continue to try and take notice of that one because, I mean, usually you see 2. I believe the average they said was 2. Of course, that's the HCS and whatnot. After the initial, like, 30 seconds, right? Because, you know, 2 seconds, 1 second here, back and forth. That always goes back. But, just like that, the Microsoft Red Squad filling up not 1 but 2 dots. That's onto A. Now, this is something I'm kind of surprised about. We have not seen any of this marksman rifle play, right? Even with a grappling shot in hand, Haunter not opting to pick that one up. This is not a G8 weapon. This is a skill-based weapon. It's the only weapon in this game right now, outside of plasma grenades, I guess, maybe, that can get instant kills. So I'm not really 100% sure why it's being abandoned and treated like the redheaded stepchild.
I mean, it is a difficult weapon to use sometimes, but I would be fully confident in putting the shock rifle in the hands of Modded Angel, Haunter, or Jerry Cobb at this point, because they are shooting very well right now, and we know how effective that shock rifle can be if you can get those easy headshots.
The way I look at it is you got to pick it up regardless, because otherwise teammates will, or opponents will, right? It's like a resource to that. I don't know. Maybe I'm the idiot.
As now the battle is coming for top tower, it's gonna be in favor of the Modded Angel right now. Is able to pick up 1 with that commando, gets that one going. As now on C, the battle comes in, and it's a 3 cap for Microsoft Red, Doug.
Oh, this is gonna yield the biggest difference these 2 teams' scores so far that we've seen on this. Still taking 1 tick, because that's how it goes. You double up when you have 3, not the situation. Oh my goodness, so low, not gonna matter, takes all of that, looking for the second, and Rook still drops down, so it's still gonna take a while for them to come back at this one, and there's always one there. Fibro Optic, keeping up the teammates' support right there, but B and C actually might have been a little bit too much attention-wise paid on into A, because this is a change coming in.
But, Tug, does it really matter? They scored 40-plus points off of that 3 cap as the camo is down, but I think it was popped, so a wasted camo there. As now 2-1 zone advantage in favor of Microsoft Red. Don't do it to him. Rook does get the kill on the Hunter. Made it a little bit scary. The C cap coming in, and there's the 3 cap once again. The plasma grenade to Rook's face. And Microsoft Red seem to be running away with this game now, Tuggy.
Yeah, 214, 215, Muse. This is A that has mostly been contested over so far in this contest, in this strongholds here on Recharge, and that is nobody can say that's good positioning down there at the bottom. Decently low, but those are just better positions to hang out from. Jerry Com, little frag action at the bottom, bouncing it like a basketball against the ground. Get this up here and start that fuse. An Idea dusted out at the end. Idea continuing to have these slaying woes, Musey.
Yeah, he is double negative right now at 7 and 14. Honestly, every time I see the Modded Angel on the map, though, I'd be shaking in a gunfight too. This guy's an absolute beast. As now, you gotta get something going, and you gotta do it quickly. And you have something going with the 2 cap right now for Chevy Tahoe. It is the AC split. One that you can hold if you can get the opponents to spawn top pipes. But right now, it looks like C is going to go right back in favor of Microsoft Red with only 24 points needed to win.
Are we going to go the rest of this game without them picking up the shock rifle once?
I guess so. I don't know what, but there's only 10 seconds left, Tug, so it looks like that's going to be the case. You got to get on something to stick onto the Modded Angel as Hunter gets 1. Saki Bomb is able to get 1 trait. This gunfight's going to be huge, and Saki Bomb's able to win it to keep the Chevy Tahoes in the game, but no, he's not able to get the cap as 2001 Chevy Tahoe fall on map 2. And it's the same thing. You got a little bit more help this time. Solitary Vibe came and gave you 19, but the other 2 players, 8 kills and 9 kills respectively, just not gonna get it done, Tugboat.
Yeah, not gonna get it done indeed. A 2-0 on the initial CTF. had plenty of like that very, very easily could have gone down to a 2-1 scoreline, Musi.
Yeah.
Looking at a 250 to 158, I think that, if you just elongate that 2-0 out to like a 250 scoreline, I think that's about where this would end up at.
Right.
Fortunately, there's a Slayer next, and Idea's having problems on the side of Microsoft Red. Now, I think that it's only going to be amplified more so once we come into a Slayer game mode where that is the only focus. Idea has been kind of like the hill bunny, right? The player that comes in, spends a lot of their time just chasing after objectives and whatnot. Every team's got to have some. Every team's got to have some players to play onto these objectives and whatnot. That has been Idea so far, so I'm really curious how this player is going to transfer their performances from the previous two objective game modes on into the Team Slayer.
Yeah, and, honestly, does it really matter if you're winning these maps? You don't have to drop very many kills. An Idea just not doing it. But it doesn't matter because on the other side, you're not getting the help you need. You expect the new player in Rook to come in and, maybe do something well, maybe help out this team a little bit more, and that's just not the case. You get a little bit more from Solitary Vibe, but Solitary Vibe, he could not do it by himself.
Yeah, Modern Angel too, like just help. Yeah, no, I hear you. Modern Angel, like you were saying, just kind of flying around this one like the Angel of Death, dealing it out left, right, and center. Anybody can get some for free here. But Solitary Vibe came out on this, and this is progress too, right? So I'm not going to say that 2001 Chevy Tahoe is done and dusted from this. This is going to be a good map coming up. I do think at this point it probably is. I'm hedging that bet. I'm going back on this. I'll admit it, right, Musi? I think that Microsoft Red will close this out in 3-0 fashion right here. Personally, I'd love to get some extra Halo here, right? I'd love to take this on in to the map 5, even if the map 5 is a Bizarre Slayer. But Chevy Tahoe, I think there's going to be much closer. The name of the game here is just about team play at this point, though. That's kind of an aspect that they had to abandon towards the end of the last couple of objective game modes, but they didn't really have so much throughout like the middle chunk, the meat of those previous objective maps there between the Aquarius and then the Recharge.
And if I had to guess, this is not gonna go any differently as these last two maps. We know how team-oriented a game like Slayer is, especially being able to get those kills, and it just seems like so far it's all been on the side of Microsoft Red when it comes to who can get the assists, who has been there to get trades with their teammates. So unless you got Solitary Vibe and Modern Angel running around the hip by hip, just smoking everybody, it's gonna be a tough game for this GMC Chevy Tahoe squad because honestly, you just got better players on the other side, it seems like. But an interesting storyline here. Do you see what I see? Gotti, RBZ, has subbed in for an Idea.
There you go. We've been bullying Idea enough. He's going to go on out of here. Get back to COD. Gotti, RBZ coming on in and subbing in. Yeah, so that was Rook for Notorious. Or nope, that was Rook for Saki Bomb earlier.
Yeah.
Now for this 2001 Chevy Tahoe squad. Now it's going to be Gotti for Idea on the Microsoft Red squad. Not a change that is 100% required, but you want to give yourself the best opportunities coming on into the Slayer game mode where comebacks happen every day and like where you can close this out, right? I mean,
kind of like why not? If you think you have a better opportunity with Gotti RBZ than you did with Idea, then sub them in. Just get this money for your charity organization. Like we said, folks, these players are not playing for money for themselves. They are playing for money for their charitable organizations. Child's Play is the charity that Microsoft is playing for, and that charity helps out children's hospitals all around America, giving them games, giving them things they need to make the children's experience that much better. So that this Microsoft team would love to win this game for the kids.
Absolutely. On the other side, the 2001 Chevy Tahoe is playing here for the Microsoft Red playing for the USO, the United Services Organization. Oh, yeah, no, wait, did I have this right? Did I have this wrong?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're wrong.
GM Child's Play. GM is Child's
GM is
Play.
playing for Child's Play. So excuse me,
Yeah.
that's my fault. Microsoft Red trying to get this win for our soldiers, an equally as important charity. Just making sure our soldiers who protect us every day get a little bit extra for themselves. But now, finally, into this Slayer Tuggy. The fight for the sniper rifle goes down. The nades are out. And I need a huge game for Modern Age if I'm going to have any hope.
Yeah, that's 2 off the top, down bottom. Can't quite figure it out until a couple shots later. Solitary gonna find that one. Sniper in hand, the shot rings out, but it's gonna be Jerry come from the back side. Nice pitch play onto this, and everybody paying attention to OS. Fibro Optic actually dropping this one. Gonna have some poor play right here as this plasmas and more come in. Shots to the top, OS in hand. Oh no! Gave him one to the mouth. We're gonna have to ask him how it tastes.
8-2 off the top. The overshield, the heat wave, the sniper rifle, all in favor of Microsoft Red. As now, if you're gonna get back into this game, you gotta get some of these power weapons out of the hands of these players. There's a kill from Solitary 5 to get things going. Another good shot coming in, not the headshot, but gets that player weak for his teammate. As he's gonna get out with this sniper is Haunter. And the rotation coming to this back garage area.
Massive slaying performances right here. Is getting beat out in the middle is Gotti. Dead even 3-3 right now for this player. Fiber Optic, plenty of assists to be spoken of. No Ks quite yet, though. That's what's going to be important. Just like that, yeah, 2001 Chevy Tahoe coming back at this one after a lackluster start, now bringing it within 2 kills as we hit double digits for the side of Microsoft and approach it for the side of Chevy Tahoe.
Heat wave in favor of Chevy Tahoe right now. It could be a big deciding factor on who gets this overshield, but Solitary does go down with it. There's the drop ball coming out, and Sniper Rifle now going to be in favor of Fiber Optics. Can he hit a big shot to secure this overshield? It looks like Hunter's going to pick it up anyway. Overshield, Sniper Rifle, Heat Wave, all in favor of the side of Microsoft Red, and we've seen this story before.
Oh, there's the heat wave right there. I thought they might not have seen it there for a second, but yeah, that's the stuff that defensive nightmares are made out of. Everything hardware-wise going the way of Microsoft Red coming into this. I think that's I think that's kind of indicative, right? Like the two things are not disconnected. You had everything. You had the confidence. You had the coordination. You had the hardware. You had the OS. Grenades as well. And this might be where this Microsoft Red squad starts to break away.
And, you know, they're moving around the map like SEAL Team 6 right now. Every player's within 3 meters of each other. And when you're playing Halo like that, you're hard to be stopped. Solitary 5 does pick up 2 kills.
3 verb shots. 3 verb shots.
Help his team in here. There's the heat wave, the shot punch coming out. As I think I'm back in Black Ops 4 saying shot punch, but you know how it goes.
I was saying
2 to 14 in favor of Microsoft Red.
I was saying, like, you know, player was hiding around this outside OS area. I was saying, hey, you know, get the reverb shots, right? Try for it. Put a little flashiness, get the geometry going. That's personally why I absolutely love that heat wave. Sniper rifle, though, I think that's been a little bit more of a flashy play so far. Did he just shoot his teammate in the back? I think so. I think the sniper just shot his teammate in the back right there. Yeah.
Oh, the shot on the Modern Angel does not come in. Jerry Cobb with this sniper. 5 shots left. There's now kind of a stalemate happening. Top mid being fully controlled by GMC. As 2 kills go down for Rook and Solitary Vibe, but there's the trade. Another trade coming out for Gotti and Jerry. And with this lead tug, if you can just get a trade every time, you're perfectly fine with that. If you are Microsoft Red.
Halfway to victory.
Nicely done, OS. I love how both teams are paying enough attention to this OS and giving it the respect it truly deserves, especially after patch. Now this one being a little bit more even, or what? A little even more power.
Right.
It is stronger than it was before.
Absolutely, it is.
English is hard.
You know, you have this contention every time, but it's been domination from the side of Microsoft Red for this overshield. I don't know if GMC has gotten the red, the overshield one time. But now here's the battle in garage as Fiber Optic picks up that kill, and now the lead has extended it to 12 kills.
Yeah, the big number here, advantage-wise, is 5, right? At 5, you can withstand going through a full team wipe and still come out on top with at least a little bit of wiggle room. 16 now is getting to be absolutely oppressive. I want to see this Chevy Tahoe squad come out on top and push this to some extra halo, but as of right now, that sand is slipping through the hourglass, my friend. More multi-kills. That's
worse.
Wow, yeah.
18 kills in favor of this Microsoft Red squad as the total domination is coming out. Solitary Vibe is the only one doing anything on the side of Chevy Tahoe as, you know, he picked it up in that second game. Modded Angel has slowed down significantly as he might actually turn on him here. But 3 and 10 for Modded Angel. You're never winning a map with Modded Angel going 3 and 10.
Yeah, Modded Angel is slaying out earlier. Unfortunately, he's
Not doing so now.
From success. Yeah, the happiness from success, right? Suffering from success. There you go.
As OOS is also going to go back in favor of this Microsoft squad. Only 4 more kills needed. Hunter sliding around the map. Can he get this one? There's the sniper rifle as well. It's a 20 kill advantage. Would need an absolute miracle. Not on ice. Miracle in Halo. If they're going to be able to pull this one off. As there's an old person joke for you, Tug.
There you go. I do believe in miracles. I was not alive.
I don't believe in this. Oh.
I was not alive then. I already knew where you were going with that. I already knew where you were going with that. Sniper in hand even drops the heat wave. This is just masterclass. Actually, is that 2 snipers? Yeah, 2 snipers in hand right there. One from Nest side, one from down under. It's not Australian though. Looking for some no scopes right there. Not gonna find it. But this is just gonna be a spill-in type situation. Trying to avoid at least the 30, like the 3-0, right? But that's the last fantastic and flashy way to do it. That's gonna be fiber optic, and that's gonna be the rest of your Microsoft Red squad taking the #1 positioning.
Sheesh! Spectacular to finish this one off for the side of Microsoft Red, and it wasn't close. Tugboat, they showed why they were the first seed, and besides a little bit of contention in that Stronghold second map, they ran away with this series. Just nothing that 2001 Chevy Tahoe could do. Usually a very reliable vehicle, got stuck in the mud this series.
There you go. Kelly Blue Book value. Right.
Way down.
Way down, unfortunately. They put up a good performance. And the positivity here is that, like, this was not complete rolls. The 2-0 and the CTF, I think, could be pretty much exactly, like, extrapolated, right? Use your $5 words. From, like, your 3 to 5 type ratio. Like a 50 to 30, I'd say that's about perfectly definitive of how this map has kind of gone, or how this matchup kind of goes, right? Microsoft Red, 250, 158. Yes, you get Steaktacular. Yes, you get just a chance, right?
Right, and you know, at the end of the day, it was mostly all for fun, right? Obviously, both of these teams want to win, but it's for their charities. They're not getting any money through the side, and it's not like Chevy Tahoe goes home empty-handed. They get $1,632 for their charity as well. $3,264 for Microsoft Red's charity, which I believe is going to be USO, and then Chevy Tahoe's charity is going to be Child's Play. So 2 very beneficial charities getting a lot of money in their pockets. Third place is getting $544, and they played that third place map off stream, so we're not sure exactly who took that one home. But at the end of the day, just a lot of money going to a lot of good places.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Not necessarily going in players' pockets this time. This time going to make the world an actively better place.
Yes,
that is Microsoft Blue Screen of Death and Offensive Bias to be playing that third place match off of stream. So go ahead and pay attention. Corporate Esports, Twitter's down there, and you can kind of find out how that's going to shake out. the other side of this bracket. Not even 100% sure if that one's done yet, but it was incredibly close, obviously, from 2001 Chevy Tahoe and Microsoft Blue Screen previously, so probably a lot of like real close Halo action coming on in there. But yeah, Musi, with that, I do believe we have reached my least favorite part of any broadcast.
Oh,
of
no.
course, is the end. I'm FBI Tugboat. Here with my man Musi. We got Reef down there producing away and making our jobs as casters just so much easier, and we do appreciate that. Big shout out to Red Bull as well as to CEA for having us. That was Juice, old Juicy out there that kind of came on, brought us on, and I do really appreciate it. And I've had an absolute blast across the Call of Duty and now the Halo. Anything else before we go, Musi?
Not much, Tug. Just grateful for the opportunity to cast for CEA. Thank you guys all for joining us here in this Halo tournament. Microsoft Red able to take this one home and bring home $3,000+ for their charity. We'll see y'all next CEA tournament.